Please welcome Dietrich Edelman, Hansel Schuster, Lars Kaufman, and Ofra Ingelhausen in tonight's edition of BBG Nightly News. We have breaking news tonight. President Ebert has died of septic shock after undergoing emergency operation late yesterday evening. He was 54 years old. Don't you just hate that septic shock?
I got over that 2 years ago.
As many of you already know, Berlin is hosting this year's Olympics. With more on the story, here's sports correspondent Lars Kaufman. Lars?
Thanks, Dietrich. I had the privilege to meet up with Germany's handball team captain Willy Bandholz earlier today after he led his team in a dramatic victory to take home the gold for the fatherland. I'm here with German team handball captain Willy Bandholz today. Willy, let's go. So Willy, how does it feel to be world champions at handball?
GOAT!
So rumor has it that the German handball team has been using performance-enhancing substances. How do you feel about this rumor, Willy?
Ausgezeichnet! Ah!
And there we have it. Thanks, Willy. In overview, the fatherland has the highest amount of medals, including 33 golds. We had 433 competitors competing in 143 events and winning a medal in 89 of them. Germany swept the field in equestrian events, cycling, and gymnastics, winning gold in nearly every one of those events. And now back to Dietrich with more current events. Dietrich?
Thanks, Lars. We have a special tonight. An interview with Adolf Hitler by our very own Hansel Schuster. Hansel?
Thanks, Dietrich. Yes, earlier today I caught up with Hitler to learn about his life and his upcoming book, Mein Kampf. Hitler, you seem like a pretty chill guy, but we know so little about you. Tell me about yourself. I don't like Jews.
Okay, so is it true that you originally wanted to be an artist?
Yes, I applied to the Vienna Academy of Art in 1907 and 1908, but both times I was rejected.
How did this make you feel?
Clearly they know nothing about quality art.
Well, I hear this was a difficult time for you.
Yes, my mother died of breast cancer that year, and the next 4 years of mine were spent selling postcards, struggling to survive.
What did you do to get out of such a difficult life?
Well, I fought for Germany in the Great War, where I earned 2 Iron Crosses for bravery. How did you feel when you found out that Germany surrendered? I was furious! How could they do such a thing to the fatherland? Okay, chill out, Hitler. We get it. You love Germany. Moving on, this is when you entered politics, correct? Yes, in fact, I joined the German Workers' Party in 1919. And this is where you showed your great leadership? Yes, by the next year I led the party. Of course, I changed the party's name to the National Socialist German Workers' Party, but we call ourselves Nazis. And this is when you really became popular. Yes, my beautiful speeches have been recognized across the country. But is it true that you led a coup in November of 1923? Yes, it was named the Beer Hall Putsch, but was unsuccessful. What was your punishment? I was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but I got out after 9 months on good behavior. And this is when you began to work on your book, Mein Kampf. Yes, it is a masterpiece detailing the difficulties I faced throughout life. Well, Hitler, you gave me an early version of your book here, so I figured I can read a small portion of it right now. Is that alright? Sure. Okay, it says here, quote, "The black-haired Jewish youth lurks in wait for the unsuspecting girl whom he defiles with his blood." And it goes on to say, "It is the Jews who bring the Negroes to the Rhineland, always with the same secret thought and clear aim of ruining the hated white race by the necessary resulting bastardization, throwing it down from its cultural and political height, and himself rising to be its master." I knew you didn't like Jews, but I take it you're not a fan of interracial relationships either? Exactly. By the way, Mein Kampf will be available in stores on July 18th in bookstores everywhere. It was great to hear from you, and I wish you well, Hitler. Thank you. And that's all. Back to Dietrich.
Thanks, Hansel. Now to the state of the country with our very own political correspondent, Ofra Ingelhausen. Ofra?
Thank you, Dietrich. The end of World War I has been tragic for all those involved, but in our fatherland of Germany, we've become especially affected. By the end of the war, Germany has been left in shambles both economically and politically. With nothing left to blame, military leaders and others involved in the war have begun to blame the left-wing politicians for the down-spiraling state of Germany. The economic depression we're facing has only grown in extremity, and while the Weimar Republic, as a provisional government, has tried to aid in the chaos that Germany is still experiencing, they have been unsuccessful and trumped by the politicians who blamed all of our economic and corrupted governing on the communist and Jewish members of Germany. The Weimar Republic has tried to set a democracy within Germany, but has been unsuccessful, and the Treaty of Versailles has been signed, leaving Germany even further in shambles. And when it seemed as if there were no light to be seen at the end of the tunnel for Germany, a new political party began to rise up, known as the National Workers' Party, led by Adolf Hitler. Back to you, Dietrich.
Thank you for joining us tonight on BBG Nightly News. We'll see you guys next time.